Hi, I'm Kathy and welcome to my channel. If you're planning a summer trip to Paris and perhaps other parts of France or even other parts of Europe, you'll want to look stylish, feel comfortable, and not be weighed down by overpacking. After traveling to France many times, I know exactly what works. Whether you're going for a week, 2 weeks, or a whole month, this video will help you to pack efficiently and stylishly. I'll give you some ideas on what to include so you'll be comfortable and prepared for a variety of weather and social situations. Speaking of weather, if you're going to France in July or August, be prepared for it to be hot. You will not find much air conditioning and you'll need to dress very lightly as you'll walk a lot, especially in Paris. If you'll be there in June or September, the weather is likely to be a bit milder and you'll need more layers. And it can rain during any month that you'll be in France, so be prepared for that. If you're new here, I talk about thriving as a woman over 50, and I cover a range of subjects, including living with purpose, giving back, health and fitness, travel, putting your best foot forward in beauty and fashion, and more. If that sounds good to you, hit subscribe, and I'd love to have you join me as we embrace this exciting phase of life. The key to packing well is to include versatile options that you can mix and match to look great every day of your trip, and to make sure that you have the supplies you need to meet your needs during the trip. Let's start with my favorite part, the clothes. I've been to France a few times to study French for a month, and I start thinking about the clothes I'm going to take months in advance and what I might want to buy before the trip. I have lots of fun with this, and you can too. Don't stress about it. It's not necessary. It is good to develop a packing checklist, and I'll include one for you in the description below. And if all else fails and you need something during your trip, guess what? You can buy it in Paris and any other large city in France, and the prices are actually quite reasonable. So for the clothes, it's a lot easier to pack when you can see all the options together like I have here. So I suggest you use a rack like this, a bed or a sofa or some other way to gather the items that you think you might want to include. And let's stop a moment and look at what's here. It's all kind of neutral. It blends. These are black and blue and white, and maybe some tan. Everything kind of goes with everything else. This is kind of the French way. And this allows you to take fewer items and still have fresh new looks every day. Like I said, I chose sort of the black or navy and white theme for this selection. I'm going to accent with jewelry and scarves. So I want to start with the tops. You need about 5 or 6 tops. And if you're going to go a little longer, maybe throw in another couple extras. But what you want for the heat of the summer is some sleeveless and some very, very light tees. This is LL Bean, very, very lightweight. I got this at Zara when I was in Lyon in August a couple years ago because I was boiling and I just needed a few little lighter weight things. And this is another Zara piece that I got in Lyon, sleeveless. I'm not a big sleeveless gal, but boy, when it's hot, you need it. And then these two, these are from Theory. I've had these for several years. These are tees, but they look great for dressing up as well. And they're kind of the sleeve goes maybe to about here. I don't know that these are still available. I looked and I couldn't find them, but maybe something like this is out there. But a dressier tee, a couple of them, black, white, very, very useful. And then what I have here is long sleeves, which you can use for layering when it's cooler. But this is a super, super, super lightweight top that then you can throw a sweater on top of or just wear it by itself. You can roll the sleeves up and it looks really cute and it's very, very lightweight. This is Foxcroft. Great brand for blouses. This is a lighter weight. They have some heavier ones, but this is a lighter weight one. Again, it has the little straps that you can roll the sleeves up. I've taken this to France many times. Same with this. This is Rails. This little shirt is a real workhorse because it can be a layering piece too. Either you can put a sweater over it or you can actually put a tee under it and use it like a topper. And it's neutral in color and it's wonderful alone just with like a little necklace. It's a really cute top. Now, if you're going to go later in the season, you might want to throw in, a couple more maybe long sleeved options. And I love this little mariniere from St. James, French brand. This is another Foxcroft top that I've actually taken to France a couple times. I love this blouse. This is from Nick and Zoe. This I took to Paris in 2023. And it's really great because it's kind of a fall mix of colors, and then you can layer on top of it or not. It's very lightweight. So the idea here is choose 5 or 6 different tops, and then, or maybe 8, and then you decide what can fit in your suitcase and just eliminate as you go. Now let's go on to the bottoms. I always have a couple of long pants because you need them. Here is a pair of jeans. Now this pair of jeans is from a brand, it's called Wit and Wisdom. I got them at Nordstrom, and they're really quite stylish. But what I love about them, these are wide leg, they're cute, but they also have kind of a bit of an elasticized waistline, and they have just a sense of looseness, but not baggy. And they're perfect for travel day. I don't go in for wearing leggings on planes, but these are great. You can wear them on a cooler day, and they're great for travel days. These are a lighter weight pair of jeans. Again, a little bit of a wide leg, lighter wash, very cute. And I have them, the length is just kind of right at the shoe. So it's not a cropped look, but it's not long either. And so they're good for warmer days as well. Now, these are a pair of linen pants, a very, very useful option for France in July or August. These are from Quince, the wonderful brand, the sort of luxury but low-cost brand. Highly recommend. These are very cute. But these are both cropped, just little cotton cropped, because when it's hot, you really need to have a lot of air. You don't want to have long things hanging on you. You want to let the air in. And I used both of these when I was in Lyon in August. And then I have a couple pairs of shorts here. Now, I know that ladies our age, some of us wear shorts and some of us don't. But if you're not going to take shorts, you definitely need to take something cropped. You're going to regret it if you don't. And I've got a couple of shorts here. These are from Zara again. I bought them in Lyon. Very cute. They're a little linen pair. So the thing with these tops and bottoms, you can mix and match to make them look a little dressier. Like for instance, take this. You can, these are the linen pants. You can pair them with this white tee and a cute scarf and some, oops, bye-bye belts. You can wear that with some nice sandals and a little, maybe a pashmina or something, and now you have a cute outfit to go out to dinner. Now let's talk about dresses. In France in the summer, you'll see a lot of women wearing dresses. And the reason is they're just plain cooler and more comfortable. I have 2 workhorse dresses here that I used a lot when I was in Lyon in August. And this one here, this is, I can't tell what brand this is. I bought this at Nordstrom a long time ago, but this is from Boden. I'm not sure Boden exactly has this model, but this is just a little cotton midi. It's so cute. I've worn it with tons of things. You can put it with cute sandals, a scarf, and a topper, and voila, you can go out to dinner. You know, truthfully, Paris, yeah, it's couture and all that, but nobody really, the typical tourist is not wearing that stuff. It's pretty casual. And you don't need to dress up crazy unless maybe if you're going to go to a super fancy restaurant, just notch it up a little bit, but you don't have to go crazy. You know, if you're really hell-bent on having something a little bit more dressy, here's a cute little thing. I just got this at a little boutique in my town, but it's a little silkier, just a slightly more refined idea. And then I've got it here with a little topper, which could be used with any of these other outfits to dress it up. Now for July and August in France, you really don't need a lot of sweaters. Really, you'll hardly ever wear them. I had a couple of cardigans and a bunch of other stuff, and I just didn't wear them. But you do need something. So I've got this cute little cardigan from Boden. It's cotton. It goes with a lot of things. I also have one in a cream color, but I selected this navy one because it goes with all this and it won't show the dirt. Then there's your classic jeans jacket, a very cute look for Paris and for France, a nice topper for many occasions. It works for a lot of things. It's going to rain here and there, and you can just wear a windbreaker. And this is maybe a little elevated look. And this is an old one from Chico's that I bought like 10 years ago. But maybe you can find a cute little windbreaker / raincoat, something very lightweight that will work for just about any kind of weather. Now, if you go in in June or in September, you will need more of a trench kind of a coat because it gets cooler. It is cooler in September, it's cooler in June, so you need just a little extra. And this is a very classic look for Paris. In addition to the trench though, especially if you're going to go for a longer period and you're going to straddle either the spring or the fall season, you're going to want a couple more sweaters. So I pulled this cute sweater from Quince as an option. It's a great topper, a layering piece. And this is from Cabby. It's a direct marketing brand, but it's just a black V-neck sweater. But this is perfect for layering over almost any of these items. And having a couple of those additions for the fall is very, very important. Now, what to put on your feet? You know, footwear takes up a lot of space and a lot of weight in a suitcase, so you don't want to take too many pairs of shoes. A very comfortable pair of good, supportive walking sneakers is absolutely essential. These are from Cole Haan. This model, the color combination is not available any longer, but the basic structure of the shoe is still around and very, very good for walking. I've walked all over France in these shoes. So Cole Haan, wonderful sneakers. Now, these are from Monroe. I've again had these a long time. They've walked all over France. Just a nice, supportive, flat-ish with a slight heel for support. Monroe, great brand for comfort. So that's a good walking one. And then for going out, I have these wedges. They're not too high. These are by UGG. They're very, very comfortable, and I can walk in them for a long time. The nice thing about these is you can put them with some of these items here and pair them up and make a slightly more dressy look. And even the Monroe sandals can look dressy if you put them with the right combination of clothing. To bring a little bit more color and style to the outfits, it's really good to pack some lightweight scarves. So I've got a couple here. These are just really inexpensive scarves, but you know, this one I've worn many times around my neck and as a belt. This one goes with so many different colors. I just adore it. So these, and they take up like no space. They're great. Now, I always bring my Hermes scarf, but you certainly don't need an Hermes scarf. In fact, it's kind of flashy even in Paris unless you're going somewhere kind of special. So you can get by with very simple scarves. Now, if you're going to go later in the season, you might want a scarf with a little bit more substance that really goes around your neck. And if you're going in the fall, of course, you'll need something warmer. But this is perfect for those season straddling months like June and September. Now, belts. You can probably get away with just one, but I will go with two for this summer selection because even though the black is probably the most versatile, sometimes I just want to lighten it up a little bit. So I've got a black belt and a white belt, and I think that will serve you just well. I want to talk about handbags as well. This is by Pom Pom London. I love this brand. They're famous for their crossbody bags. This thing got me all the way through Paris, in and out of all kinds of things. The great thing about Pom Pom, it comes with this leather strap, and then you can get 2 free additional ones. So I love this one. It's cute. And then this one for a little bit more dressy. Yes, I have dressier purses, but I don't want to be carrying 3 purses to France. This one suffices for just about anything. And you don't have to carry your big heavy wallet around. You can just have a small number of things for that. Rather than what you carry every day here or at home, you can pare it down and have it fit in a slightly smaller space. Now, in the summer, you will need a hat. Now, this one got a little smashed on my way home from Lyon, but I bought it for like 10 bucks in Lyon. You need a little sun hat. If you already have one, great. You can also buy them in Paris or in France. But I think it's important to get one, and I will eventually invest in one that is really packable, that can get crushed and not lose its shape, but very important. And then I'm going to talk about umbrellas. You're going to need an umbrella. This one is great. This is by a company called Davik, and Davik specializes in umbrellas that are really, really wind resistant. And this one, they come in different sizes, but this is the most petite one they have. And I love it because I can fit it in this purse. perfect little addition for your travel suitcase. And don't forget to pack your bathing suit. On some of those hot days in the heat of the summer in France, it's a great idea to go to one of the lovely pools. They have wonderful public pools in France. Just a quick word about jewelry. My personal style is kind of less is more, and that sort of fits with the French approach to things. So I would come up with just a little jewelry uniform and just keep it really small so you don't have to have too many things with you. And so I might have 2 or 3 pairs of different earrings. I would probably I have a nice little ring by Monica Vinader that I wear a lot, or maybe a gold ring, a couple of bracelets, and then maybe 2 necklaces. Keep it simple. I have a whole video about the travel essentials, like the toiletry essentials that you need, and I'll include a link up here for that. But just suffice it to say that keeping it small is really important. So for your skincare products, reduce it down into some little travel size. You can get several different travel size little petite things. These are all available on Amazon. Just search for them and look for ones that have a reputation for not leaking and this sort of thing. But keep it small and focused. You can also buy great skincare in France, which I did last year. It was amazing. And I have another video about that, so check it out too. Now, if you're wondering about suitcases, when I go for a month, I'll be honest, I take a medium-sized suitcase and a small-sized suitcase, as well as a tote. The reason why I do this is because when I'm staying in one place a long time, and I'm going to school every day, I want a variety of outfits, but also I want a small suitcase for weekend travel. If that is not your situation, you're going for a shorter period of time, you do not want a suitcase any larger than a basic medium size, because otherwise it'll just be too hard to lug it around. So medium-sized suitcase and a tote. This one, and I actually will leave a link about this suitcase. It was a 2-pack, a medium and a small, and I'll leave a link in the description. This is a tote by a company called Think Royland, and I'll leave a link on this one too. It's a great tote. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have a strap to attach to your suitcase, but if you just hold it like this, it's pretty good. But what I like about it is it's very roomy, it's very sturdy, and I take it on almost all my trips. Now I would like to extol the virtues of packing cubes. I have this wonderful set. It's got 2 large, 2 mediums. One of them is actually deployed for a trip I'm leaving on tomorrow. And then 2 these I actually use for sort of toiletries and supplies when I go to France. But anyway, I've got these. And what I'm going to show you, I use these even when I'm going on a short trip because they just help keep all your stuff organized. So for a longer trip, of course, I've rolled these tops, and I try to keep tops in one, bottoms in another, maybe tops and jackets might fit in this. One of the great things about traveling in summer is that your clothing is lighter weight, and so you can actually take more items than in the winter. So that's how you would do this. And what I do sometimes when I'm packing is if I find like I'm really having trouble getting it all in there, that's when I know I need to eliminate something. Now, I've had viewers on my channel ask about laundry, and so I always take these little Tide packs wherever I travel, and often I'll take this sink stopper as well so that I can just wash intimates on the go. But most Airbnbs, all the Airbnbs that I've stayed in France have had a washing machine, and one of them even had a dryer. Most of them don't. You'll have to hang your stuff to dry. So, you know, I've mainly used that just for intimates, but not really for my regular clothes. I just haven't needed it. But if you really need that, laundromats are readily available, dry cleaners are readily available, and I don't think you should worry about laundry. You'll just find a way. One of the nice things about traveling in another country is kind of figuring out how they do it and getting it done. It's fun. That's part of the experience. Packing for France, or any other trip for that matter, doesn't have to be complicated. You just need to plan ahead a little. With a few stylish and versatile pieces, plus some smart packing strategies, you'll look great and feel comfortable no matter the length of your trip. I hope you found this video helpful. Please give it a thumbs up, share your favorite packing trips in the comments. I'd love to hear the comments, and subscribe for more information on thriving gracefully. Bon voyage, and I'll see you next time.